Surgery live with me, Doctor Lefthandthread, broadcasting to the entire world if they're interested in watching. I see two people on already. That's very, very good. We have a different stream tonight. We haven't got a repair stream. We have basically a review, possibly a teardown on this if you want. Might take this to pieces. What is this? This is a Mellif belt sander. And the Mellif belt sander runs on these Dewalt batteries. Mellif are a copy company that make, I think they make tools for other brands as well, goes in other brands of batteries, but they're famous for a lot of their stuff that goes in Dewalt batteries. I've actually got a little soldering station here that goes in a Dewalt battery. I did a review on this a few weeks ago. I got these two things a few weeks back, and I meant to do a review on the sander, but when Mellif got in contact, they were going to offer me some stuff, and I says, well, send me the soldering station, that ties in well what I'm doing. Send me the little spray gun that goes in the battery. There's Pat. I've got a spraying job to do outside. I'm going to spray the fence with stuff, you know, and I can actually demonstrate if it's good. So they insisted on sending me a sander. I said, well, sanding's not really what I do, but yeah. There's BW's Electronic. How are you? Good to see you. Always a regular. And when you regular guys all get on, I'm going to say something to you as well. Thank you very much for clocking on here every week, but we'll get into that in a minute. So Mellif insisted on sending me the belt sander, and the belt sander is sat for weeks. Craig's staring. The hammer goes. I haven't had the 133 apart, but I can imagine she would be. I can imagine she wouldn't be that complicated. She wouldn't be that complicated. Never had one of them apart if the hammer's going. They are a very reliable wee machine, and they're very cheap compared to the 273. They're brushless as well, and they do hit hard. Somebody's bound to have done a video on it, Craig. I haven't done a video on it because I haven't had one of them, got one in my hands yet to fix. But if somebody came to me tomorrow, for example, says, do you want to fix this? I'd grab it with both hands just to see, is the setup the same? It would have to be slightly different, but I'm sure it's the same principle. A wee piston type thing and an O-ring on it, you know. But anyway, Mellif's claim they're sending me a spray gun when they come back into stock, but they've sent me this sander in the meantime. I like Mellif tools. Mellif tools are a budget tool. They do some novel things like the soldering station I just showed you, and they do copy things like this here. Now this is a copy. Dewalt do have their own belt sander, but there's no way. There's Big D. There's no way this could be a direct competitor for the Dewalt one, because it's less than half the price. You're not. It couldn't be competing in the same arena. It couldn't be a professional grade tool. It could be at best maybe an occasional use or DIY tool, I think. And there's about 70 on now, so most of the guys should be on. There's Martin. Most of the guys should be on. There's regulars here now. I've got a few regulars like J-Bubs, Gaz Bullen, Big D, Martin Kelly, Paul Cook, Pat McMahon, of course. Sometimes Kieran Loftus as well. Yeah, BW's Electronic, not to forget him. And if I've left you out, you're on every week, and you don't comment or anything, same thing goes for you. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much for tuning in and giving me your time every weekend. I do appreciate it. And like, this goes for all you guys that comment there. If there's anything I can do for you, if it's within my power to help, I'll try and help you. If it's advice for what little I know, or if you need a wee second-hand part that I've lying about or anything, I'll try and help you. No trouble at all. I appreciate what you're doing here, coming here every week. So, an interesting day today. Before I come on air here, I was bidding on 4 Milwaukee batteries. 2 12 amps, a 9 amp, and a 4 amp. And to be honest, I dropped £156 on them as a bid on eBay. And I thought that's nearly fair enough, because you're taking a chance, because somebody could cobble them together. I could do it myself if I was that nature. I could cobble together a load of batteries and charge them charge people, get people to bid on them as a job lot on eBay, which is horrible. There's Joe Cook from North Norfolk. A relation of yours, Paul. I have the 18th Mellif vacuum. It's a good wee machine, good man. So I was bidding on some Milwaukee batteries at £150 on them. There was two 12 amps, a 9 amp, and a 4 amp. So I rush of blood to the head. I went as far as £156, and then I pulled out of the running. Them batteries went £194. I was too rich for my blood. You could get. I was taking the chance that they were legitimate at £156. I was taking a chance. I was rolling the dice, but I didn't get them anyway. I was hoping to have them maybe for a stream next week. I have plans for a stream next week involving building a spot welder. That's only if the kit comes in time, because it has to come from a bit away and it takes time. So I might build you a spot welder next week, you guys. I have one lying around here that I use. It'll be somewhere up to that. It'll be the same power supply. It'll be the same. I'm going to build you one of these live next week, hopefully. And if it doesn't come in time, it'll be the week after. So that's an upcoming Sunday surgery. Small skips wasn't getting. And we're getting them to skip. Can they be fixed? Milwaukee. Left all the Milwaukee's 5 amps and 12 amps and 9 amps you can get your hands on. And if you want to ship them over to me, Joe, I'll fix them. I'll fix them for you in the cheap. If you don't fancy it yourself, Dewalt, Makita. Dewalt 5 amp, yes. Makita 5 amp, yes, worth doing. Milwaukee 5 amp, 8 amp, 9 amp, 12 amp, yeah. The only Dewalt that I wouldn't really be that much interested in was the Flex Volt, because they're difficult to fix. You can be lucky with them, but they're difficult to fix. Patrick Lee asked the question: what weighs more, a kilogram of fillers or a kilogram of steel? I would say 2 kilograms of shite weighs more as much as both of them put together. That's my opinion on that. But anyway, you'd rather Parkside thrills? Well, I would disagree. Parkside's cheap for a reason. Makita's too dear for what it is. Makita's too dear for what it is. There's J-Bubs. Good to see you. Good to see you, J-Bubs. No. Makita have a cheap range of tools. The brush tools is not that great. Hulti, man, real tools, ha ha ha. It's nice the way that Hulti have changed the battery platform on you guys and left you all screwed with your machines. The batteries don't fit them. That was very nice of Hulti to do that, and you guys, ha ha ha. Shite walkie, default. Hulti's too dear for what it is. Hulti's good, but it's too dear. It's too dear for what it is. It's no better than anything else out there. A Hulti impact driver is no better than Milwaukee Hulti impact driver. You know? But anyway, that's my opinion. It's only an opinion. Do with what you will. So I was bidding on the batteries and I didn't get it. And thank you guys for all checking in. And thank you, Patrick Louis, for your combative but interesting comments. You have a 20-year warranty. Is that in USA, Patrick Louis? Or is that here? What kind of warranty do you have over in UK and Ireland? I think you get 5 years over here. But if you have a 20-year warranty, it's a no-brainer. Accept that. Anybody gives you a 20-year warranty. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? That's kind of it. What's the best machines to buy? I get asked at every live stream on TikTok, what's the best machine? In Denmark, you get 20 years. Very good. Patrick Lee, you're right. Yeah. Over here, it's not as good. But I want to ask you another question, Patrick Lee, about the Hulti. Have Hulti got a good network of people that you can contact if something goes wrong. Do they have a good? Do they have a good do they have a good? We don't have a good. I think there's one healthy van that drives around a large area, and I don't think he's just not he's just not able to be every place at the one time. There's a man who's set a stall out for the election later on this year in the USA. Apollo Severe. That's your right as a citizen to vote whoever you like. I'm not going to offer a political opinion. I don't think you should. I just don't think that my profile here is about politics. Come on, pick your toes. Ah, well, hey Patrick Lee, you're on to a winner there. Yeah. You get BW's electronics. I can get a replacement drive belt for the lawn tractor. You get 2 different sizes replaced last year. So any more boys have any opinions or political views? You can offer them. That's fine. I won't be offering any political views because I wish I knew. I don't know anything about politics. If somebody tells me something, good enough, Apollo Severe. But you've right to have any sort of political view you want, as long as you're not, it's all right. It's all right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Keep commenting. It helps the channel. People keep coming on commenting. What do you call Makita? Bookweight. If you had watched my channel a few weeks back, you could have called it an incendiary device because I was trying to set one on fire. That's what you'd call it, Makita. Makita's cheaper stuff isn't that great. Makita's dear stuff is not well priced. It's only for tools. It's not for. I think politics is a very divisive thing. It's a very divisive thing. It sets you're over there, I'm over here, and he's over there. We don't belong in the same conversation. That doesn't work for me. If you're talking about tools, anybody's here for tools. Well, hey, you can give your opinion out there in the world, but once you go on a media platform or write it on Facebook or write it in, but Big D's making a point that there was a row about Makita and Healthy there, and people are all very, they seem to want to join a club. The club together like we flocks of sheep. Just whatever. I've got every sort of nonsense under the sun here. I have Milwaukee, I have Makita, I have Dewalt, I have knockoff stuff, I have Parkside stuff. Well, there's an argument. There's an argument for keeping healthy based on what you say. But here we don't have as good an experience. As bad as it, well, as long as you're wearing something, I wouldn't like to think that you're watching me naked, Big D. It wouldn't be doing me any harm. But I find it disconcerting. I would find that disconcerting. Me and you're good friends, but I just would find that I'll be uncomfortable with that scenario. And just even that out. Anyway, should we? I'm in no hurry tonight. Anyway, what we're blowing up. Right, to recap for Apollo Severe and some of the latecomers and Patrick Louis and Gaz. We're not really blowing up anything tonight. Sorry to lose some of you. But we have got a Mellif belt sander with Dewalt knickers. I've got my halty thong on backwards and one of the balls is hanging down the side. But that's we've got a Mellif cordless, brushless sander that Mellif have furnished me with a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, this thing goes on Dewalt batteries. You know, Mellif are a copy company, and sometimes they do these novel tools like this thing that Dewalt don't do. Dewalt from Wish. Exactly. Patrick Lee's got it. Anyway. So we're going to unbox this. We may be smoking a sander. I do not know. Why they said Doctor Lefthandthread a sander, I already discussed this with Mellif, that Doctor Lefthandthread. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm not in the States, no Apollo Severe. I'm in Ireland here. At least something works in Dewalt batteries. It's probably better than some of the flex volt stuff you get on Big D. Thank you very much. I turned on my Mellif. I was a risk. Turned on my Mellif soldering station, my mistake. Haven't managed to smoke this yet. But it's managed to burn me already. So this is ahead in points. Anyway, Mellif is, there's Marty. Mellif is Dewalt on Wish, Dewalt from Wish. It's actually from Amazon. It's actually less than half the price of the Dewalt one, but it's not going to be as good. You're looking at Parkside quality, I would say. That's my thoughts before I open the box. If we look at the box, it says it's brushless. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. Cordless. It's made in China. DTD 173. Very nice. Compatible with Dewalt battery. Battery is not included. There. So they've given this to the battery doctor of the internet. So here we go. Mellif sander. We're going to unbox her first. We have a nice little bag to hold your dust. I suppose we could call it a dust bag. Lots of spare sheets. Well, I suppose how many sheets is there? There's about 15 there. That's a good 20 quid's worth of sheets there and sanding belts. There's the wondrous device herself. I haven't totally bonded with the Mellif soldering iron yet, but I have used it. I found it great for desoldering because it heats up really, really hot. I sort of haven't let go of the Milwaukee yet. I'm not over it yet. It says brushless on the side. It's Mellif. It's variable speed. There's a belt and all on it. There's a quick belt release, you know, here. Yeah. It's a sander. And there's a book. It says Mellif cordless belt sander. Well, funny if I opened this and it doesn't. It sounds very plastic. To be honest, there's no way that this is the build quality of the Dewalt. There's no way. It's less than half the price, and even looking at it, you can even see from looking at it, the quality of the plastic is not as high. It's got 3-inch belt. It tells you how to turn the sander on and sander off. Sand on, sand off, Danielson. You adjust the belt cracking. There's a wee knob here. Whatever. Them is Mellif backwards. Still better than Makita. Little love for the Makita. Hey, Patrick Lee, I have a good channel for you. I don't know if you're aware of a guy called Tools with Souls. Tools with Souls. He hates Makita. He hates Makita. That's actually hilarious. dangerous, don't underestimate it. Did Mellif not know how dangerous I am? Send me this. Anyway. We'll put a battery in there to see. Don't know. Don't like the noise of her. No, definitely check out Tools with Souls. You tell, put a comment down. Put a comment down, and say that Doctor Lefthandthread sent you over there, just for fun. Because he's a friend of mine. He's given me a couple of shout outs in his channel. I'll put on the bag here. This thing is about $89.99 roughly. I'm going to put I'll put a link in the comments later on after this live broadcast to see. Well, we use her a little bit to see. I don't like the way this thing goes on. This thing's not going on too well. It's not too bad now, I suppose. $89.99. Noisy, wild noisy. It is a sander, so we're going to do a bit of sanding with her of some sort. See if we get this on here. Doctor Lefthandthread is not the woodworking champion of the internet before we start here. So don't judge too harshly. I begged them to send me something else on a sander, but they wanted me to review their sander. I warned them. They have been warned. They have been warned. Finger Shredder 2000. Smoker. See, there's a wee lock that locks her on when she's going. And that should be easier to put off, I think, if I'm honest. So far, so good. It's a wonder I still have all my fingers. The shenanigans get up to here. What do I see? Get the belt off her here. The belt has easy changed. I don't know. Let's see what the roughest one I have here is. That might be the roughest. That's an 80. What if you get a 60 or something? What did they say? That's 100. That might be the roughest. 80's the roughest they sent. 80's the roughest they sent. There's no way that this came in the same league as the Dewalt. There's no way. It might die. The battery hasn't troubled the battery yet. Is that tight enough? It's tight, but it's not wild tight. That's more for the angle that the thing is running out there. That's tight enough, I suppose. We'll put a 9 amp on her. We'll put a 9 amp on her. We get a fully charged 9 amp. Excuse me for going in front of the camera. And here we are. 9 amp flex volt. Now I'm ready for the zombie apocalypse. Funny you should say that. I had a thing up about a Fallout post-apocalyptic filter that I done on TikTok. It shows you look like there's a Fallout character. And I was asking people would I survive the apocalypse, and they thought I would, you know. Those are switches. cut out, but she's not. I'm getting her to cut out. I'm just not wild happy the way she's sanding. I'll be honest with you. She's leaning up more on one side. I haven't her adjusted right, like. Can't have her adjusted right. She's not sanding smooth at all. She's sanding away to one side. That's a wee bit better. Let's see. It seems to be pulling it that way. Anyway, see. No. This 9-amp battery, she seems to cut out with it. Needs a Makita battery? No, it does not. We'll try the old 5-amp, the old years old 5-amp again to see if she responds better or not. She's cutting out. See that? No. 3 bars. Something better now, but it does cut out under pressure. It won't smoke tills and games. I'm sorry. I'm very, very, very sorry, because every time I try to smoke it, it cuts out. Mellif have been very crafty. See that? Finger still on the trigger, look. She will not smoke. She will not smoke. Try my best. No, it's a DIY special. If I lean on her, she has a DIY special. To be fair to you, she is sanding when I eventually get the belt. When I get the belt adjusted right, she does steady sand instead of cutting to one side. You see why I can use that with one hand? If that was a proper beast, I think if I had the Dewalt one, I haven't had the Dewalt one, but I think she'd be running away on me. This is not running away. Your granny could use this. She wouldn't even break a sweat. Well, that's bad sanding. Doctor Lefthandthread is not a carpenter. What do we see? We'll go to this white spot here. We'll see who's going to sand it properly. No, she's hanging. No, she's hanging. I think that's enough sanding for one day with that. I think we should take her apart. Yeah. I think we should take her apart. We'll get rid of this here first. Let's see. So I think we've answered the one question that I read in you the answer to. Will this take the place of a £220 Dewalt? The answer is not. Not a chance. Not a chance. You can hear that machine in Denmark. What does it see? Bypass that. Tools and Games. Tools and Games wants me to turn her from a non-smoking sander into a smoking sander. Anyway, we'll take her apart. We'll take her apart. Sorry, Mellif, this is DIY at best, definitely. This is not a professional grade tool. I'm not saying that you were implying that. That is reality. This is Parkside quality at best, if that. Did I need that belt off? Don't know. Take it off anyway. We'll always put it back on again. If you want to take her apart, we'll take her apart right. Start slipping her from this side as well. We'll get out poke under inside of this thing to see if there is anything in there. I'm expecting a hamster on a wheel with a needle attached to this here and pokes him in the bum, and that makes him run around the wheel and makes the belt go. That's what I'm expecting. If it's more than that, I'll be impressed. It's been disappointing. I'm not going to lie, it's been disappointing. They figured out how to make me not smoke the motor. So I think I would have smoked her there if she had been, she had whatever that cutout was. It was stopping the power going to her. I didn't go on tonight just to 100% just smoke this out. That wasn't my goal. If this had been good, like really good, I'd have been trying to say, yeah, this is really good. But I'm not going to lie to you. It's not good. Why would I say it's good? See, Mellif gave me a free sander that didn't even ask for. How you fix the batteries? You fix them with Dr. Magic. You get the doctor, which is me, and you add a little sprinkle of magic and the batteries get fixed. Aye, Dean's my hero. Do you not find out? Dean's my new hero. Dean is my hero. Everybody says Dean's better than me, so I have to be more like Dean. Anyway, now, hand it to them. They put a decent control board. It's coated. They've done well there. They have a little J-Bubs called it. Was it J-Bubs or was it gas? It was a micro switch. See where we Parkside is probably professional compared to that. Right hand, left hand thread run. Dean, never heard of Dean. No, who is Dean? Never heard of that man. uh, Tools with Souls has never heard of them. How does they come off? Anywhere we were cooked. Well, yes, Dean doesn't really do the batteries. I think, from what I can gather, most people don't want to fix batteries because it's just something that a mad person would do. I'm wondering, can you see that? Fully charged but not working. Charger draw's not recognizing it. 2 5 ampere what? Either way, exactly, Gaz. That's what I was going to say. Look at these wires here. They are so flimsy looking. The wiring's not good. Again, a micro switch. It's not a proper switch. It's a micro switch. The variable speed board now, it does not look phenomenal. It looks very basic, but you know, I suppose you could find something like that in a higher grade tool. I suppose I'll let them off with that. And this motor, I don't know. It seems to be a brushless motor, I think. I was going to call them out if they're lying. Seems to be a brushless motor, that one. It's very flimsy. Yeah, Cal's D4G, them wires are too. Aye. No wonder they've the board to cut it out, because you would smoke that in 2 minutes, definitely. You seen how quick she was cutting out, especially when I put a decent battery on her. And I was able to get her to cut out with a 5 amp battery, so it wasn't just the 9 amp. It's not phenomenal now. I'm very, very disappointed in this machine. This machine should have been better. You can't make a machine for £89. That's as good as one at 220. That's the bottom line. You just can't. And I don't know if she's good enough, even for a cheaper. Yeah, they're bad. Like, the only thing that they've spent any money on, I would say, is the board. That control board's coated. You know, the connector is flimsy looking. It'll do the job. That's the only reason that board is there, to stop you smoking her. The flux capacitor definitely is too small on that one. Definitely. How would you improve it? Keep them at £89. Saving up for a Dewalt one. What would we improve in this? Obviously, we'll put a heavier duty motor on, because the motor wasn't taking it. The motor was overloading and cutting off the battery. Could we get away with that? We're all right with this. These two things. We'll accept these two things. Micro switch, poor. Stronger wires, better connector. That's what I would do with that. That's what's wrong with it. The motor's not up to it. The switch is too flimsy, and the wires are too weak, and the connector's too flimsy. That's my analysis of it. I asked Mellif not to send me this, because, you know, it's just basically everything. Yes, exactly. Better battery term, proper switch wouldn't fit into that. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, no. Anybody that runs down Dewalt wouldn't put out something like that. Even the Makita cheaper range, they would have a proper switch in it. They'd have a proper motor on it. You know, even a brushed motor would probably have done better than that. You know, that motor's it's not up to it. Obviously, she's not taking the power, and she's shutting down due to this board. This board's protecting her. That is very disappointing. And if they hadn't had that board on it, if they had went down the usual route and it went even cheaper, I would have smoked that, no bother. The dilithium crystals, yes. I think the unobtainium board would be a better job. What would you say? Definitely the flux capacitor is not up to scratch. The dilithium crystals are fused. The warp core is about to breach. And the switch is a Mickey Mouse job. So I don't know what to tell you, except that this machine is not up to scratch at all. He's not up to scratch. We could live with the cheap plastic outer. We could live with, the fact that they've actually put what looks like a proper controller on her. The micro switch might have went a wee while if there had been some kind of motor and decent wires. I don't know. I just think she's not up to scratch. It's actually phenomenally impressive sometimes how the cheaper companies can put together these things and make them look the part. It's actually impressive how they can do that. Enough to get them out of the shop. But I'm very disappointed with this now, indeed. I'd be happier with the soldering iron, because the soldering iron's one and that burned me already. The flex won't blow it. I tried. I really tried. Every time you get her to her terminal velocity, she shuts down. She shuts down. The flex won't blow the motor. You'd have to bypass the motor to get the flex volt to blow it. I know Tools and Games wants me to do that, but I already burned out a Makita for Tools and Games. I can't keep burning out stuff every week for you, man. You'd be doing away with a variable speed. There's 3 wires gonna. Nah. I can't smoke it because she won't let me smoke it. And she's noisy. That's another thing. It's noisy. I don't know what. Do you know what we do have here, guys? We have a variable speed something. We have a variable speed something. Because we've got a connector, we've got a micro switch, and we've got a control board and a brushless motor and a variable speed. Maybe I said that already. And if we fit something to the end of the motor and some other device, we could maybe mix something. I don't know, a wee fan or something. It could be repurposed into something, but for a sander, no, not for me. I'm well sorry, Mellif. I know you give this free to me. I know you give this free to me to do a review on, but there's no point in lying. The truth comes out. It's just like, it doesn't say that you can reach 88 miles an hour. She's 120 to 380 something a minute. And I don't know how I would generate the 22.2 gigawatts that would need to activate the time circuits. So she's a wash. She's a wash. I just don't think that she's worth £89. And that makes me sad. Because for that to not be worth £89, it's no good as a sander. I'll put her together again. I'll try a 9 amp on her again, but I think she cannot be smoked by conventional batteries. You have to bypass her. So if you think you're going to buy a Mellif sander, I think she's going to do the job of a Dewalt. No. And if you're a DIY man, you want to save money, and you have Dewalt batteries, I would say no, don't do it. She just didn't pass the doctor test today. She failed. Mellif will send me nothing else. But you know, there's no point in me lying. I know there's another guy, it's like he's got the orbital sander. They sent him the orbital sander and he likes it. He said it's alright. Even the screws are bad quality. The head of that, look, broken. Oh. Screw broke. Try not to go too hard in these screws because they're not up to it. One screw broke so far. I've seen worse. I think the by-hung chainsaw is worse, if I'm honest. The by-hung chainsaw is much worse. That's the only thing that's worse. I wonder has anybody done a review on these on any other channel and said that they're good. I'd be well interested to see that, because it tells me one thing: whoever that person would be cannot be trusted. They're full of it. And by the way, this handle is not required. This handle is not required because you can use her one-handed. She'll not get away from you. She'll not get away from you at all. There's just not enough power for her to eat. I'll demonstrate that now if I get her back together. That handle is not required. What have we done there? I'll put that back in again. This plate's come out of position. She blew a wee bit of dust onto the bag, but not much. She wasn't taking much off at the time. Now, I'm going to tell the truth that I'm not adept with a sander. There's no reason or scenario that I'd be using a belt sander, to be honest with you. There's no reason why they should have sent this to me. But they insisted. They got what they asked for and they got what they paid for. An honest review from an unskilled sander man. But they mustn't have watched my channel properly to see what I do with these things. Or they must have knew that I couldn't smoke her. Still going anyway. The switch is releasing better since I opened her. So that's better. She's better. She's better than she was. So I'll try her again. I cannot smoke her tools in games. I cannot. They have some sort of control. They have a control board on it that stops me from smoking her. I would love to do that for you, but I can't. Don't let me. I want to smoke her for you. Because that's really all that's left to do, but with her, I don't think I can. The only thing I could do, now, I've had an idea that Greaser didn't say I was good, did he? That's pure shit. He didn't say that's good. This here. As long as he didn't say I was great. Let's see. Sander racing. This wouldn't even be good for about sander racing. Let's see. I'm just going back in the... What can we do? I'm having a think here, guys. I'm having a think. Do I have a spare Makita battery I could smoke her with? Hold that thought, guys. Or of this one that I built, this Milwaukee, what is it? Oh, she's dead. I smoked her one day. Got that. 4 amp Milwaukee with a battery adapter. Can bypass that board. No. I haven't got that. I need a Milwaukee and I don't want to smoke one of my good Milwaukees. What one will I do? That's not going, is it? I have melted that and burned out stuff. This is the one with the fake PCB and the Panasonic cells. Is the belt slipping? Belt could be slipping. Big D, that's a good point. That's a good point. If the belt's slipping, they're not going to burn it out. If anybody says this was good, definitely they're full of it. This is not good. Pull it onto the screen, eh? I broke off a bit of the plastic. That shows you the quality of the... That's the quality of her. That's the quality we're working with here, boys. belt wasn't just on fully right. That was my bad. I broke the plastic that screw goes onto. So that's a good sign. Let's see if we can run around the wall first. No. How's it going now? That's our stopped. So we might burn out a battery here, guys, but sure, whatever. No, need something else. Have I got something else there? I haven't got an adapter properly for that. Oh, there's that shit van on battery. I'll not go on what? No. I'll use the other shit battery. This old shit one here. Not need a battery adapter. If we melt that, it's no words. No. Oh. Okay. Can't get her smoked, guys. She goes longer and the lower output batteries. There's a fake one here. Where's the dust going? Ah, it's blowing onto me. We're gonna put on the dust bag again. Might have done something here. No. No. This is an ideal present for that. You know that family member that doesn't use tools. Just buy it for him. That family member you don't like that much. Would you have to buy them something because it's Christmas or something? Oh, the warranty's void. Oh no, I've lost my 12-month warranty on the brushless sander. Mellif sent me for free. That's terrible. I don't know, guys. I think she's not great. I'm not going to say I'm a sander expert. The build quality is poor. Let's see. Avoided the warranty. Does it work underwater? Maybe. You'd be lucky if you could stick 12 months. She'd go forever in a 2 ampere. To have a 2 ampere anything that I could run it on. Don't have an adapter for turn the speed switch up. Speed switch is up to 6. I never had her in any hours. I was her up full. That's how low. 1, 2, 3. That's the noise. This is like Spinal Tap's amp. Don't think the speed control makes her better, just makes her one louder. What a piece of apparatus. Anyway, avoided the warranty. That's the volume control, definitely. That's the volume control. That's what that is. Link it up to your bench power. No, I'll melt my bench power supply, I would say. Frankenstein Flex Walkie. I don't think I'm going to be able to smoke this tonight for you guys. There's not much dust come out of her though, for the amount that rotation she was doing. There's not much dust come out of her. She didn't do much. She was like suboptimal at best. Big D called it the suck control. I can't sit here in good conscience and recommend the Mellif belt sander to anyone, alive or dead. So there you are. So what do you think? There's a 12-month warranty with these things. I'll put the link in the comments section afterwards if you want to buy it for that loved one who just looks like they might. It's gutless, that thing. The sand belt, I couldn't get her to tighten. It's not. This is just an adjustment. This is not like the sand belt's like a toolless change. It's like this here. It's like this, and then that's supposed to be her tight when you close it. That's supposed to be it. When you close it there. You tighten that, like that's not doing well enough for us. Might be doing something, but it's just pushing right to the side. It's not much good. Anyway, I think we've made the decision about that. Well, I think if you're the managing director of Mellif Power Tools and you're watching Doctor Lefthandthread Sunday surgery tonight, would you send him any more stuff? What am I going to tell them? I don't think I'm going to have to tell them. They'll probably watch it. They'll probably watch it. They did see my good review of the. They did see my good review of the wee soldering station. I forgot how to speak tonight. Sorry about that. I'll tell you like about this soldering station to give them some. It's a novel machine. Dewalt don't do it. It heats up quick. Great for desoldering. And I didn't need a 6-amp battery. It doesn't seem to be down the battery. There's no point in giving them a good review on something that's not good. Like, imagine me telling you go out and buy that. Why would I tell anybody to buy that? And if I could have smoked it, I would have. I could have smoked it, I would have. What would I have to smoke that? I can't. I have nothing to adapt other batteries to Dewalt. And that is a shame. That is a shame. Anyway. Does it work underwater? Plug it into a 240-volt socket. It definitely would shut down. If I try using the bench power supply and maybe an unseized motor, for example, an unseized brush motor, it starts to melt the wires, you know. Nikita did Dewalt adapt to this. Nikita smoked the well hung. The well hung was suitable for Makita batteries. I have a Makita, a Dewalt to Makita tool adapter. So that's how I done that, you know. So if you're the managing director of Mellif Tools, I am very sorry for what you witnessed here tonight, but the truth is the truth. This is not the phenomenal device that I'd hoped. Yeah, the soldering iron is good. To give them something, the soldering iron is good. And there's another guy, Rogers Tools and Mischief. Just remembered his name. 24-volt Panasonic on her. She's definitely, you'd have to bypass that board. Somehow you'd have to use you'd have to bypass it somehow. Rogers Tools and Mischief has got the orbital sander, which looks for all the world like the Dewalt. I don't know what price it is, but he likes that, the round sander. The Mellif drill's good, is it? Stay away from the sander. It's bad. Anyway. It's bad. The well hung. Do you mind the well? I still have the well hung lying under the bench, you know. What do you see? Well hung. Well, look at what we done to the well hung back a few months back. To give her a proper name, she's a by-hung chainsaw that they've got the wee single-hand pruner. 6-inch goes in Makita batteries, but they sent their own little puddly batteries to run her on, but I wasn't happy with that. So again, a micro switch. Not this. I melted the shit out of that. There's a wee like primer bulb on it to oil the chain. It was a joke when I opened it, like it was bad. Again, just a simple plus and minus was not. There was no board to protect. There's no board to protect this device from Doctor Lefthandthread. Mellif have been smart. They've put on a board to protect their machine from Doctor Lefthandthread smoking it. You know, it's just fried. Did you see that? So, Tools and Games, did you see me smoking that? Mo Berenji. Well, I do this every Sunday night. I do Sunday Surgery Live for my adoring fans like yourselves. Now, there's a few guys that regulars come on here and I wouldn't miss out. It's just good crack sometimes, you know. Sometimes. Thank you very much, Tools and Games. So you seen this? And I smoked a drill for you a few weeks ago and I haven't got around to fixing it. So we'll see. And Pat, are you saying that Dean Doherty said this was good? Did he say this was good? The well hung hidden under the desk. Did he say that was good? I have to see this for myself. I'm not calling you liars. But you can't say that's good. I don't care if he's got 103,000 subscribers. No, don't tell people to buy that. Don't do it. That is terrible. It didn't survive the Doctor Lefthandthread test. Well, Pat, I trust your word. Greaser might have sold out to the man. Doctor Lefthandthread has not been bought. The only people that own me is the Mellif Corporation. I'm in their pocket. I'm in their pocket. I'm the Walty. Tools and Games. You seen it here tonight. Does anybody think this is great? If you got this free, like I did, would you not look for a refund? There's nothing great about this. I was very suspicious that it had a brushless motor. Yeah. I'm the CEO of Milwaukee. The Dripper Foundation, they lost my sponsorship when Pat got me this hat. I'm working for Doctor Lefthandthread Media here, not Milwaukee. Money talks. There's something I activated a few weeks ago, and I actually felt bad about it. I felt bad about it, that I activated memberships. Now, I didn't put up members only videos because I didn't think, do I want to shut out the guys that comes here every Sunday night and listens to me for God knows how many hours? It's over an hour now, but sometimes it's 2 hours. Do I want to shut them out and start charging them money when they've been so supportive of me? No. I'm not going to be doing any feet videos. Put it like that. I'll not be going for a pedicure to show you my feet. Mellif will never be as good as the Milwaukee. Check that out. Anyway. I'm not calling you liars. I can't believe somebody said that was good. And the masses, be careful what the masses says to you. You have to sort of listen to them, because there was a test later on. You know, they tell you these things, and you're maybe you're the de facto battery doctor of the internet, and you've got a lot in your mind. You're thinking, how are you going to take apart this Mellif tonight? How are you going to fix some healthy batteries you have over there? How are you going to fix a Milwaukee vacuum cleaner that there's no circuit board available for? And she's going on like, you'd say, whatever, Sure, I told you last week Granny was dead. No? Oh, I that's right. Sure you did. At least that's what I think she said. Anyhow, I state categorically on behalf of my friend, Dean Doherty, my very good friend, and in fact, as on behalf of Doctor Lefthandthread, the CEO of Milwaukee, and Doctor Lefthandthread and the Industries, and I say that Mellif sent me a lovely little soldering station, but they sent me a substandard sander. That's what it is. They sent me a good soldering. In fact, the soldering iron's won because it's already burnt me, like I said. The wet and dry vac is terrible. The M18, that wee M18 wet and dry vac is terrible. When's a collab? Should I send him an email? I've been reaching out to him. I actually congratulated him when he got 100,000 subscribers. He didn't congratulate me when I got 8,000. He didn't, he didn't congratulate me. He's not, he doesn't realize that we as human beings have to cooperate in this planet. They never sent men to space and people didn't cooperate. People People didn't work together. That's why I like us here. You guys all help me, and I'll try and help you if I can. And there are people ask for advice, and no, everybody knows. Everybody on here knows. We're among friends. Everybody knows that I'm an idiot, like, but I'm your idiot, and I can't be bought by Mellif. Raymond subscribing on Raymond subscribing under 100,000 different names. They need to send me the hot glue gun. Yeah, the hot glue gun. Charity pocket billiards. A dance off. A rap battle. Charity boxing match. He batted the head of me. He's a big, ignorant Donegal man, I would say. And I'm just a wee guy. He sits in a shed and doesn't tell lies. So that doesn't leave me to, I don't think it's a fair battle. I get battered me. I'm an asthmatic. I'll get a note from my mum. I'll get a note from my mum saying I can't compete in any charity boxing matches as I'm an asthmatic with a penchant for trying to set himself on fire. A sander off. He can have the Mellif and I'll have the Dewalt. How's that? With a battery adapter on it and a 12 amp Milwaukee battery. How's that for a sander off? That's what we need. No, it's been good crack tonight, guys. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for Tools and Games as well, and Big D and Gaz Bone, J-Bows, Pat McMahon, Paul Cook if he's still there, and Marty as well. All right, the Mellif sander, is that the one that goes on the Milwaukee batteries? Or sorry, the Makita batteries. Aye, well, we'll have to be fair to him. There's no point. I'm not slagging him off if he said that something is better, that is better. But if he's got the same kit as we, it's problematic. That's a bad sander there. Yeah, that's fair enough. I must have a look at that. I can't start slagging him off. I can't. It's not fair. The creator's only 103,000 subscribers, and he's probably only, he's got all these he's got all his memberships, and he's got all that, and he's got piles of, I don't even know how many he's got on TikTok. You have to compare like with like. Was it the same switch? It was blue. I don't know. I'm not. I can't sit here and slag him off unless I really know. But that Mellif, I can tell you for a fact that Mellif's not good. And there's no model number. Like, I can't even tell you don't buy this model because it hasn't really got a model number. It should be the same parts only, Makita, but I'm not going to say that unless I see it myself. If I start a whole slagging match and start a Team Dean and Team Doctor sort of thing, he's won and he's got 103,000 subscribers. I'm sitting here with 8,200 and whatever. There's Caleb Ross. How are you, Caleb Ross? Caleb's got a good channel there. It's going to be big and not too long a time. You guys in the US, you would all appreciate Caleb. Draper and Park sides are very similar. Now Caleb's got a good channel there. He did a good conversion on an impact driver turned around to a wrench. Team DLHT, Team Doctor Lefthandthread. I wouldn't even be. I don't think he would even consider me a threat now. There might have been a time there might have been a time that he kind of was, because there was a couple of things that he did in these videos, and I thought he was getting at me, because to tell you the truth, I did a healthy video where I rebuilt the chuck on a healthy impact driver, and they're different than anything else. Do one of those Dewalt conversions. Which Dewalt conversions, Pat? Like that video on the build. I'm not sure which Dewalt conversion you mean. But I did this healthy video and I rebuilt the chuck. But I knew that it wasn't just right. It wasn't just put together correctly, because it was a bit hard to get in and out. But it worked. I've done 2 of them like that. Impact driver to wrench. Going to have to do that. It's on the bucket list, Pat. It's on the bucket list. Yes, yes, J-Bubs. Sorry. Anyway, so he put up a video 3 weeks later, how to, yeah, like Mr. Ross did a good job. This is the right way. The title was how to rebuild the healthy chuck the right way, but he did show the right way. It was different than what I did. But I thought, is he getting at me with this here? There was a couple of things like that happened around that time. And I thought, oh, he sees me as a threat. He thinks that I'm stealing his kids' dinner money by being on this platform. And some people feel that there has been allegations against me that I've been copycatting them. But it's hard to say that, because one of my oldest videos where I repaired something was probably back in 2017. Yep. Back in 2017, I was fixing a Panasonic. And I think it might have been later on that year, 2018, that I did my first DCH253. And I did it with a lot of them fixes that I done. I didn't do 3 before I found it. At them days, it was my first time opening the thing. I just did it. Yeah. But to say that I'm copycatting him is a bit rich, because he started off on TikTok. He's only on YouTube since 2022, and there wasn't even a TikTok in 2017. So we're definitely doing similar kind of material. Yeah, we're definitely doing similar kind of material. He's just doing it professionally. I'm doing it part-time. I'm a weekend warrior. Every spare couple of hours, there's about 7 or 8 things that I have to fix on here that would take real time, real dedication, and it would need to be a day that I'm off the whole day to even start one of them. We are. To be honest, to start one of them, what I would need is 9 hours sleep, 2 Monster energy drinks, a cup of coffee, and a jam sandwich before I'd even start one of them. But yeah, whatever. He's full time at it. He works for a company up in Moville, up in County Donegal there. He had a mentor. There was a mentor that worked there, an older guy that did all the repairing. And to be fair to him, he's great at what he's done there. He was selling all the Makita stuff years ago, and he was fixing it all. He was real innovator in this area. You would say in this region we're living in. And he had a fully stocked workshop for Dean to step into, and he was there for advice until Dean got good, which Dean is good now. I'm not saying he's bad. I had to build this workshop, this doctor surgery, last June. I had to get this built. I had to get 2 guys to build this for me. And before that, I was working in the house, in a wee room in the house, or every wee flat surface I could fix something on. So, how do you compare the two? How do you compare the two? And he doesn't burn out by hung chainsaws on a Sunday night. And he doesn't, as far as I know, engage as well with his followers on TikTok or his subscribers on YouTube, but he wouldn't be able now. He's too many. So that's what we were talking about. Yes, Caleb. I thought he was sort of. There was a set of shears that I fixed one time. There was something about this is how to fix them. Don't believe the bull crap. He was implying that I didn't fix them right. You know. I think there is room for both of us, but I just felt that he has never really he's never really put a shout in my direction. He's never, to my knowledge, mentioned me in his channel. Because I think, though it might sound like I'm slagging him, me mentioning him, some people have heard about Dean through me, but nobody's heard about me through Dean. So, yeah, there's plenty of room for both of us. I told somebody that on TikTok. You see, I only came onto TikTok on October last year. I came onto TikTok and there was all these comments. There was obviously the Ray incident. If you're not familiar with my recurrent troll that I had to end up blocking, but I took a bit of fun out of him first. There was the Ray who seemed to be Dean Doherty's cheerleader, and I was only useless, and there was a few boys put up copycat comments and all this nonsense, But I just think I'm doing something different than him, even though we're doing the same kind of stuff. And I think there is room for both this. And there's another guy on here called Power Tools Repair, and he's from Lithuania. And there's room for him. He does something different as well. He's so meticulous the way he tears things down and all, and he's very precise. And there's room for him as well. And I have a good back and forth with him. I like that guy from Lithuania. He's good. He'll engage with me. He's come on and he's watched my channel, and I watched his, and we put in comments for each other. That's the way it should be. I don't want to fight with anybody. I'm not a warrior. Only a weekend warrior at these tools. I'm not somebody who naturally fights with people. I try and help everybody, as much as I can. If Ray was Dean, he definitely has problems. Definitely has problems if that was the case. I don't think it was. I think he had a wee cheerleader. Yeah, of course. Why not? Why not like his stuff? Why would you not like his stuff? If you're interested in seeing things getting fixed, why would you not like his stuff? He's good at what he does. I think there's room for both. But he doesn't really say anything about me, good or bad. Make of that what you will. It runs on a bit long. Yeah. Martin likes it as well. But I just think there's some people thought I was copycatting him, but I was kind of doing what I was doing before him. I think that's why maybe sometimes Dean comes across a bit sort of, what would you say about, oh, look at this, oh, would you look at that? Look, it's all very negative and all very there. It's always like some who's shitting my cornflakes sort of thing, But what Big D's saying is right. It does get old very quick. Being the weekend warrior is probably works for me now. I wouldn't be interested in doing 50-hour weeks maybe at this stage anyway. And maybe I'm not good enough. Yeah. This niche is not this niche is not completely jammed. There's room in this niche. You know, there's people from TikTok. TikTok has been good for one thing, for getting stuff to fix. TikTok pushes out to a more local audience than this. And the thing about it, Dean Doherty has already said he's got far too much stuff and he's not taking on any more stuff, only local stuff, which I would understand, because I can only imagine when he's getting. I know what I've been offered, the amount of stuff since I went on TikTok. There's people down in Roscommon, people in Wicklow, people in Offaly, people in Westmeath that are contacting me and saying, I'm sending you, can I send you up this battery? Can I do this? Can I do that? You know? Can you? Yeah. And their one boy says, do you know anybody else in Ireland that's doing it? And I had to say that I didn't know anybody down in Southern Ireland that's doing it. He says, you guys up in the north are class. So he give me and Dean praise, you know. I'm hoping that the audience will like the fool, because I am what I am. I'm not a genius. I'm just an ordinary guy. And the idea of my channel was not to fix things for everybody around the country, but that's the way it sort of ended up, which I'll bring it on. But it was to show people how to fix what I was fixing, and to show people that an ordinary guy without an engineering degree, without a mentor, without a fully stocked workshop, which I hadn't at that time. I've got a reasonable workshop, of good workshop, reasonable range of tools for what I'm doing. Building it up all the time. But the idea was, what can an ordinary guy do when his grinder stops? What can he do when his drill stops? What can he do to get that going again? And that was the thing. That was the point. You know, that was the idea. We're talking about the guy who was used to be like I was, afraid to open a thing. Oh, if I open it, I'll destroy it. It's not going, you've nothing to lose. You have to get people over that line, that fear, that if you look at this, you can see how this works. You can see what's wrong. Could be something simple, like the FlexVolt battery when they break the wee connections, or even the Dewalt battery when you see the wee strip burnt out. Or if you can learn to test cells, you can see what cells away. The wee simple things like that. I'm a simple man. I can show people how to do simple things, and that's what my channel sort of started out as, just to help people. I discovered that I liked explaining to people, and through explaining to people, I understood it better myself. You get something out of it yourself. And the guys that come on here on a Sunday night, yous are all excellent. Yous have sent me stuff to fix. Some of yous have sent me stuff and give me advice to fix things. Yous have all helped my channel in some way. The whole lot of yous. And I think knowledge, whatever I find out, there's no trade secrets in this channel. Whatever I find out, I'm going to be straight on with a short or something to tell you what it is. I'm going to say, look, did you see this? This is how you get a battery going. This is what could be wrong with your Dewalt grinder. You know. Yeah. And you guys really get into the spirit end with me, and I sort of found something through this YouTube medium that I didn't think I'd find. Like we built a sort of a crazy gang up here on a Sunday night, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. I definitely wouldn't. And I want to thank you all for coming on. We've been on an hour and a half. That's good. Because, you know, I didn't think I had a whole lot for the stream tonight. And I'm not going to slag anybody off the night again. Did you get that battery fix from last week? Yes, I did. And it's a way back. I never heard a word since. he got it back on Monday and I never heard tell him since. Yep. I brought it up with your device. It took a wee while, but I got it there. I brought it up and I got the 3 bars and I got her to over 20. So she was alright. She was alright. She's way back anyway. So I have a whole lot of stuff on here that's some of it's undiscovered. Like I have a couple of things that I've never worked at before and I need a bit of time at them. And I have healthy batteries that I'm not that keen working at because I think they might be done. But sure, and there's another guy. There's a guy in Galway sending me a Bosch battery that may not be able to fix. No, I didn't put cells in it. I used the original cells. But I told the guy, if that gives any bother, you come straight back to me. I says, I've revived the cells. I says, you'd cell imbalance. I bulked it up to the proper voltage. But I says, them cells can fail over time. I gave it a couple of days and it was alright. But if that happens, I'll bang a couple of cells on for him. He's not that far away. He lives over the road just. It'd be different if he was in Galway or something. All is good. Thank you very much, guys. We're 136 on. Thanks for watching. Hope it was a good stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry. The only regret I have this evening is I wasn't able to smoke the Mellif. I hadn't got the right battery adapter to do it. I hadn't just got the right battery adapter to do it. But at least we found out something tonight. We found out that Mellif's not worth it. It's not worth the money. It's not worth any money. I got it for nothing. I want a refund. So, any other questions or anything else we can talk about before I duck on off? There's maybe other things. There's one day, I'll tell you about the batteries. Yeah, I'll tell you about the batteries. Yeah. Thanks, guys, and thanks for sticking by me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. And honestly, if you ever need anything, don't be afraid to ask. I'll post you anything if I can help. If I have anything in here that I can help you fix with or anything, I sent a couple of things to you guys, or anything you need. Anything at all. Grinder. Ian Grinder. No, if there's anything you need. If there's anything you need. Good night. Thank you very much. And yeah, we might do a spot welder build next week. Cross your fingers the postman comes with the kit. I've already got the battery. Good night. Good night, Pat. Stephen. Is that a Milwaukee, Stephen? Oh, they're a pig for that. They're a pig for that. Oh, they're a pig for that. There's no easy fix to that I know. Thank you, BW's Deals and DIY. The only thing I will say, I start taking the battery out at night. There's a guy I know who has an impact wrench. It's still going, but he has to take a battery out at night because she drains the battery down. I keep having to jump start it for him. So, good night. Take care, guys. Good night. Thank you all again. And be nice to Dean. He's only got 103,000 subscribers. Thank you.